Let's compare NFL players to NBA stars.
Okay.
Who would be, I don't know, you guys can pick
Nate,
whoever
who
you
you
want.
got?
I'll jump right out the gate. I'll start off by, we're talking finals here.
Yes.
And LeBron James.
Cavs Warriors.
The most polarizing figure in the NBA and one of the most polarizing wide receivers in all of football, Julio Jones. And I'm talking about LeBron being big, strong, fast in his position, a freight train on fast break. Here's a freight train while running routes. Look how fast he's moving now. How much he can stop his weight down and then make a play. For me, one of the most impressive route runners, because guys typically at his size, his weight, don't do the things that he's doing. You look at what he can do when going up against smaller, quicker, faster wide receivers.
LeBron?
It's LeBron and Julio for me, and then Steph Curry, Richard Sherman.
Who you got for Steph? You got Sherman?
Yeah, I tried to
Really?
have all this make sense in a way that you can understand. You should look at Steph Curry and you think to yourself, 6'4", not going to jump the highest, not going to run the fastest, but completely fundamental and an absolute technician at what he does. Richard Sherman, completely fundamental, absolute technician. He's not going to run a 4.2 40. He might not jump a 43-inch vertical, but he is a technician and one of the smartest players out there. So when it comes to Steph Curry, I look at Richard Sherman, they're very comparable because they're at the best at their position.
Different personalities, right?
Different.
Steph's not saying, I'm the best point guard in the game.
Very, very true. Way different personalities. Last guy, I'll say Steve Kerr because I wanted to go coach Jack Del Rio. And Steve Kerr, he's managing these superstars, these young superstars. He won it as a player, and now he's a head coach in the league. Already got one ring, and he has a ton of talent around him. And he's trying to figure out how to piece together this talent and provide a championship for the Bay Area. Jack Del Rio, he won it as a linebackers coach with the Ravens, so he already has a ring. Now you're trying to manage all this talent, figure out how to produce a championship for the Bay Area. So a former player, now a coach, Steve Kerr, former player, now a coach. How do you manage probably the most talent on your hands, young talent in the NFL? So for me, those are my NBA, NFL comparisons.
Peter, the pride of Freehold Township High School, you played basketball.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I averaged 7 points per game my senior season. Shout out to the Patriots.
Triple single?
Yeah, we were good. Triple single. I'm going to go with the same kind of thing with coaching, but I always like the underappreciated guys. I think Mike Brown had a really impressive playoffs here. This is a guy, Steve Kerr goes out with a back injury. The head coach misses the first 11 games of the playoffs.
Yep.
They don't lose a game with Mike Brown. Look at him. He's kind of hanging in the background there.
What a career, huh?
He was coach of the Lakers. He was coach of the Cavs, the original LeBron Cavs. So I'm going to go with Josh McDaniels as my Mike Brown situation here. I think that he also had a previous career as a head coach. Comes in here, you lose Brady for 4 games, you lose Gronkowski. There's all these in and outs with the different players that are healthy and not play. Offensive line that was kind of a turnstile of players for a couple years there. And they were never missing a beat this season. The Patriots offense just continued to go on, and then guess who's hoisting the Lombardi at the end? Belichick. And it's Belichick and Brady. And it's Steve Kerr missed most of the playoffs. Yeah. And he's going to be the guy that everyone talks about with how he managed all these guys. Right. Mike Brown stepped right in, did a fantastic job. So underappreciated coaching jobs
That's a great
for both of those guys. And then I like to go to the way back machine, 2 players I don't think age. Richard Jefferson, all right, who I remember watching as a New Jersey Net. He looks younger now. He's 37 a week from tomorrow. He looks 22 in that photo. He was left wide open last night. He was just missing shots. But earlier in the playoffs, he was dunking. He's 37 years old. He's entering his 16th season next season. And he looks as if he is still 22 years old. How about James Harrison? He turned 39 in May and still looks like the same ferocious player that he was.
Probably stronger.
Yeah.
Probably stronger. Maybe younger.
Effect.
Might be younger. What is it? What's it called? Benjamin Button? These guys. These guys go backwards in time. Richard Jefferson and James Harrison, 2 legends of the game.
Well done.
Both have championship rings. Both of them getting younger as we go on.
I like Richard Jefferson. See a little Terrence Newman, too.
Yes.
Same deal, right?
Yes.
Those guys are incredible.
Never ages.
Never ages. Case study, the J-Lo effect. She's incredible. She's 20 years old or something. It's insane.
It's true.
Let's go right to the star of the show as far as I'm concerned. J.R. Swish. You know, when I used to work in sports and cover every sport, not just football, J.R. Swish would keep us in it. We'd have a slow news day. We just go to J.R.'s Twitter. That's it. You're done for 3 hours. I compare him to Martellus Bennett because he's the guy who's always in the mix, super colorful personality, super talented player. J.R. Smith, let me tell you, is a Twitter legend. He used to do things when he was in New York. He'd be like, hey, everybody, it's 3 in the morning. I'm riding my bike around the city. Who wants to come join me? 3 in the morning. And people would come out and join him. Some of his tweets, some of his private conversations, some of them about plumbing become very notorious. I think you know what I'm talking about. And Marty B, the Imagination Factory, of course, another guy who's played in New York, who will always have a job because he has incredible raw physical skills, just like JR. As much as a clown as JR can be, he has the 40-plus inch vert, and he will hit crazy
nailing
threes.
shots last night.
He hits the dumbest shots you've ever seen.
hot.
And it's one of those where like, no, don't you? Yes, JR. So Marty B's got all that in him, too. That's my guy. And then also, we can't do this without doing Draymond. Yeah. Draymond, the biggest personality on the Warriors.
Is he pretty much your favorite?
He is, because, Kay, he's so watchable. You know, Steph and Clay, we can shoot, and also we can also shoot. Draymond's got personality. I get they can shoot. They're the Splash Brothers. They're not the Laugh Brothers at all, all right? They're like the Sidney Crosby of basketball, if you know what I'm saying. I say Draymond Green is Travis Kelce, because the same deal, reality show, personality. We've seen Draymond try to play some tight end in East Lansing. It didn't go well. Travis also, look, he runs hot, and his temper can get the best of him. Draymond Green, the fact is, was suspended for an NBA Finals game, which is almost unheard of last season, almost ejected this season. We saw what Kelce did with the ref. He's throwing things, but more than anything, an awesome, versatile player at his position who's got big personality, is not afraid to go on TV and show it. Travis Kelce, Draymond Green. Those are the matchups, Kay.